Hey you guys, welcome back to V8 Welder with Project King Coda. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I wanted to go out today and I want to work on my truck a little bit. I recently went on a run called the Big Southern Butte down here in southeast Idaho. I'll put a couple videos or pictures of it in the video. It's down to dirt now.
Let's test that steering wheel.
Okay, so that was really fun. I really enjoyed that run. I got stuck a total of 4 times, 2 in the same spot just because I kept getting high centered because my front end kept digging into the snow. And that's because I don't have enough lift. I don't have enough height between the bottom of my front end of my frame cross member and the ground. I think I have a total of maybe like 10 inches and that snow was deep. So what I want to do today is I want to do what people know as the free lift, which is, you know, the torsion key tightening. Now I know that this can wear tires out a little quicker and it can cause a little bit of stiffer suspension and stiffer ride. But the way my truck sits now, the rear end sits higher, and that's normal. When you buy a truck, the rear end sits higher than the front end because when you put a load in the rear end, it allows the butt end of the truck to sag, so it has more suspension travel, so you can carry more weight. However, because of that, the front end, because it's lower, like I said, makes me drag in deep snow, and I don't like that because I had to get pulled out, and it's kind of embarrassing. So to fix that, I want to tighten my torsion keys and try to get a couple inches of lift. And if I like the way it looks, I think I'll save up a little bit of money and I'll go ahead and spend the money and the time to install a torsion key and block lift kit with extended shocks. I'll probably end up getting the Wolf suspension package. It's like just under $400, but it comes with the extended shocks. It comes with the torsion keys and either shackles for the leaf springs or blocks for the between the leaf springs and the axles. So we'll see what I end up wanting to do, but so far those are the 2 options that I have right now. So I'm gonna get out of the truck and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about with the height between the frame cross member and the ground. Okay, so this right here, that is one of my toe points that I put in the front, and that is right there the cross member I'm talking about. If you see, it doesn't have that much room. There's probably a total of 10 or 12 inches, maybe a little more. I may be under exaggerating, but I want to try to get a little bit more lift on the side here. The side doesn't have the greatest amount of lift, so I mean, it doesn't look bad, but the front end could definitely come up a little more. You can see the front end is definitely lower than the rear end. So I'm gonna get under there and I'm gonna tighten the torsion keys and we're gonna see where it is. If I can find a tape measure in my truck box, I'll probably get a measurement for you. I didn't get a video, but I installed a CB radio. So yeah, I'm rocking the Cobra 29 LTD Classic. I love this thing, it's awesome. But yeah, and then also I fixed this gap right here. This back piece of the bed, I'm sure some of you who drive a Dakota would know. It's very flimsy and it was all bent back and it was rubbing against the cab of the truck, so it made a very loud and annoying squeak. So I fixed that with a couple pieces of flat iron that I made into an L with a loop, just like this piece right here. I stuck it in like this, and then I took a strap, hooked it into the hole, and I hooked it into the brackets right here. And then I just tightened it down and it bent it out, so it worked out really good. Okay, keeping it in center as possible. Right now, I'm at about 35 and a quarter. It's kind of hard to see the sun, but 35 and a quarter to the bottom of the fender. Okay, driver's side is about 35 and 5/8. So I got probably about 3/8 more than the other side. And on the rear, I'm not gonna do anything with the rear, but with the rear, I'm sitting at about 36 pretty even to the bottom of the fender. So those are going to be the measurements. So like I said, about 35 and 5/8 on this side and 35 and a quarter on the other side. So let me get underneath the truck and I'll get some torsion key tightening going on. And yeah, first I gotta jack it up. Okay, so I got her jacked up. The wheel is semi-free. So I'm gonna get under. And I know I'm not using a jack stand, but if it falls, it's only gonna fall like 3 centimeters, not far at all. So get under here. I'm gonna tighten that torsion key right there. Okay. There's the torsion key. I'm just gonna do half turns. So that's 3 full rotations. So let's get out from under here, lower the jack, and see how much lift that gave me. So the initial one was, I believe, 35 and a quarter. And now we're at 36. Let's see if I can get a little bit of sun off of that. 36 and a half. So that gave me over an inch. It gave me an inch and an eighth. Or inch and a quarter, sorry. An inch and a quarter lift, which is pretty dang good. I don't know if you can really see or tell that it's lifted that much more, but it definitely gave me a little bit more of a lift. How's the camber on it though? It's got a little bit of lean in. Negative. Not terrible though. Not terrible. Okay, so I only did 2 more half turns, so 1 more turn, so 4 full rotations in total, which now has me up to 36 and 3/4. So that is an inch and a half of lift, which is pretty good for the stock torsion keys. I'm sure it's going to settle a little bit as time goes on, but I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, do 4 rotations, and we'll go take it for a quick drive and see how well it works. Okay, so I went ahead and got this torsion key also cranked, and right there we're sitting about 37. Before this was 36 and I believe a half, or no, 5/8. So it went up about 3/4, or no, like a quarter, half an inch, something like that. But the nice thing is both sides is 37 inches. Here, I'll show you the other side real quick. The other side is also 37 inches. I know it's hard to see, sorry, but 37's right there. It's like right at the bottom of the fender, so I'm happy with that. That was inch and 3/4, so almost 2 inches of lift, which is awesome. So I'm pretty pumped with that. So I got each torsion key turned, well, I got the driver's side turned 3 times in total, so 6 half rotations, and I got the passenger side 4 times, so 8 half rotations. And like I said, like you saw in the video, the driver's side was higher than the passenger by 3/8. It was 35 and 5/8, and the passenger side was 35 and a quarter. So, and now they're both at 37 inches from the bottom of the fender to the ground. However, I haven't driven it yet, so the suspension will probably settle a little bit, so it might be lower than 37. So I'm gonna go drive it real quick, and when I get back to where I'm living, which is literally past just behind those trees, I will get a measurement of what it settled to or what it rise to or whatever, and we will look at it and we'll determine if we liked it or not. Sitting in the driver's seat, I can definitely tell that the front end has raised. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. But I need to look at it. I'm gonna drive it. So let me do that first. Okay. So the truck's on. By the way, I also did blue LED lights for the dash. If you have any questions how I did that, it's really easy. You pull out the original lights. This is what I use. They're Parts AM Lighting and Accessories. I got them on Amazon. I actually got them for Christmas. I was gonna order them, but my parents ended up buying it for me. So they're just these guys right here, and they just plug in to these little black pieces, and then they plug into your existing light bulb slots. I will say there is a specific way they go in, so it's gonna take a lot of trial and error. I kind of right down the middle, where the 5 and 6,000 RPMs, and then 0 to about 30 miles an hour, the light bulb wasn't working, and that was because they weren't turned the right way. So I had to pull it all out, turn it, and then put it back in, and it worked just fine. So sorry, it's not focusing. So yeah, but we're gonna go for a quick drive real quick. Wait, I also forgot. There's the I don't know if we're gonna get anybody to answer. Gonna be on channel 19. I don't know if anybody's gonna be on, but you'll hear. I'll post I'll post a video on this from the big run that I did that had us using this. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get buckled, and then we're gonna drive. I think I got everything picked up. Pretty sure I did. Yeah. Definitely a stiffer ride, for sure. Out here in southeast Idaho, there's a big bump right here full of water, so we'll get an idea of. It's definitely a little bit stiffer, but it definitely does feel a little taller, which is nice. Yeah, I literally live right here. I just need it somewhere dry because of all the snow that's still out. So I'll get back over here. Gonna have to park out here first because I gotta move my wife's car, and then but as soon as we get out, I'll measure it and see what the verdict is on height. So I'll stop right here for now and we'll go look. Okay. All right, I got my tape measure. Yep, it definitely settled. It settled at about 36.5, which is fine. I'm fine with that. That's totally fine with me. So settled about 1/2 inch on the driver's side. Let's see, passenger side. Then again, too, this ground isn't flat, so it could be off a little bit, but yeah. And then this side settled about 3/4 of an inch, 36.25. So we gained an inch on this side. So I'm okay with that though. I'm totally okay with that. So here's a side view. Sorry, the sun's kind of bad, but so I'll try to put up a before and after as well, so you can kind of see the height difference. But I think it looks good. I think it turned out really good. So yeah. All right, guys. So like I said, I had to move my wife's car. Tandem parking is ridiculous. I hate it. But got my keys, got my truck. Let me get back in. Oh yeah, baby. Love the Dakota. She sounds good too. Oh yeah. Let me get you turned around. Okay. Sounds throaty. So those of you who don't know, I drive a 1998 Dodge Dakota Sport with the extended cab with the bench seat, which is good for nothing basically. Good for groceries and not very well with that either. But it's got the 5.2 liter V8 Magnum engine, and it's got less than 100,000 miles on it. It's at 99,266. By the way, that's my motorcycle. I just got her back last night. Went for a ride today. I missed her. The snow's crazy, and I got to drive her again. I was really happy. Took my wife and I on a ride today. Sorry, I gotta back this beast up while I film. Trying to hit my wife's car. That'll work. Okay. Put her in park. All right. Now, let's see what it settled to. I'll leave that unlocked for now. Grab my trusty tape. This guy's Tacoma's pretty sweet. He's got the rhino lining on it. Grab my trusty tape measure. See what she's at on level ground. About 36 and say 3/4 just for fun. This side is also 36. I want to say half an inch, so 36 and a half. So settled, but it's not that bad. I think she looks pretty good now. I'm pretty happy. Eventually I'll get 33s. I'm rocking 31s right now. Just stock rims, nothing crazy. And then I got this light bar. I don't know if you guys have seen that video at all, but that was fun. And also that as well, the interior trim piece. Why did it lock? I thought I left it unlocked. Huh. Well, let me unlock it real quick. Put the tape measure back. Gotta grab that towel too. But yeah, I did that interior trim piece. That was black. And then I did a red with black splatter. Looks pretty good. I gotta grab this stupid thing. I had a fire extinguisher installed, CB radio, front tow points, rear tow point. I just got this for my birthday. It's a vehicle tire air inflator pump, so it's a 12-volt pump that hooks to my battery. Then I also got an air down tool, sorry, not a tire deflator, but an air down tool, so when I go off-roading I can air down and get that super nice suspension feel. All right guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It's super simple to do a torsion key lift. Like I said, it's a free lift. You just gotta be very careful about how many turns you do, because it can cause problems. You're gonna have a stiffer suspension, suspension. Anyways, you're gonna have a stiffer suspension. You're gonna, it's gonna make your tires look a little smaller too. So, but if you're ever looking to, see if your truck looks good lifted, and you want to see if it's worth buying a lift kit, just tighten your torsion keys a little bit. It doesn't take too much effort. It takes a jack and whatever size bolt it is on the torsion key. Super easy to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. If not, I just hope you guys just had fun. And I appreciate you stopping by. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Deuces.